Welcome to the live stream. It's some more World of Warcraft. We're in a newer zone. That's very, very exciting. I just got to the new zone yesterday in yesterday's stream. However, I was a little bit lost. I didn't know where I had to go. And that's that. Today is very nice because I actually won, not a rare mount, but something that would require, you know, the collective of people to come together in order for this to happen. And I got an arboreal gulper. And we can actually preview it. I mean, I know there's nobody in the chat right now. We'll pretend like there is. So that's what it's going to look like. So I'm really excited about that. It's kind of like a, you know, an interesting frog. It looks like it's got a mask on. Or it might just be part of its body. Looks like it's got armor on it. We'll just kind of roll with that. And, but I can't use it right now. Even though it just says that it requires apprentice riding. There's sort of like a glitch, if you will, for the lack of a better term. It essentially wants you to be level 60. That's just the way it is. So the bags are fairly clean, as you can see. There's really not much going on in there. And, yeah, this zone, much, much prettier. We are a little bit past level 58. We'll see how things go in the stream, how much time I have, how tired I am, how awake I am. Or whatever. But I'm hoping to hit at least, you know, 69, because or 60. 59! I forgot that we've got the, hello, how's it going? Forgot that we have the level brought back. So we'll go ahead and hopefully, maybe, get 59.
I know that voice.
Do you know?
In battle.
Yeah, so I'm kind of excited to finally, you know, just finish the campaign. I finished Destiny 2's campaign. That was very quick. But there's a lot of replay value to it because you do all these like public events and all that. This one's one of the shortest campaigns I've ever done. Oh, I forgot. I was supposed to destroy a tomb here. We'll get to that in a moment. Yeah, so in case you missed it, because there's a... not too bad. I have a bit of a headache, but I'm doing so-so. How are you doing? I showcased a really quick amount that I got for the game, but I can't use it until I'm level 60. I'll show you that really quick once I... Oh. There it is, right here. There is my new friend. That's going to be my new mount once I'm level 60. You have to summon the NPC. It's kind of rare. You click on the mushroom and it grows big, and you kill something that looks like a toadstool from Mario Brothers. And it's a guaranteed drop. Everybody in the group. Actually, you don't even need to be in the group. You just need to hit it once. Tag it. And you get that. You get this item right here. The arboreal gulper. It's got some, like, wooden armor on its legs. Unless that's actually a part of its being, which I think it is. It's embedded in it. It looks interesting. I like it. Very happy I got it. It's a gulper. That is what that is. So it's pretty interesting. Or at least to me it is. To a lot of other people.
Know your prey.
Know your prey. Know your role and end up on my dinner plate. How's that? There it is.
What has become
That's the frog that I got. That's what it looks like. That's about how big it is compared to my mount. So that's pretty cool. This one's called a false gulper. But yeah, I got your mama as my mount. What do you think of that? Beautiful zone, eh? Remember yesterday? I just got here for anybody that was in here yesterday. The music is nicer. It's less hell looking. For obvious reasons. This is probably going to be my favorite zone out of the few that I've been in so far. But most importantly, what I really like about WoW is it's fairly decently well optimized. Maximum graphics, giddy up 60 frames a second, and I'm rocking a 6.5-year-old computer, except for my graphics card. But this game is more CPU intensive than it is GPU intensive. It wants us to enter the cave. What the hell? Profanity with that profile. Huh? If you have my mum as a mount, that explains why I'm... Hey!
Do you not recognize your quarry?
Oh, I recognize. I just don't think you recognize that I'm the king of the motherfucking jungle.
The masked fae. This is the fate that awaits them?
I mean, I can shapeshift into multiple animals. I can turn into a goddamn tree. And I can beckon frogs to let me mount them. Now that sounded really bad, but you know what I meant by that.
You sent us on a doom.
Name the quarry.
I just want to chop, chop, chop and get through the area.
Enough, Lorcron. If you truly know me, then you should be afraid.
Remember, kids, it's all fun and games. And it ain't Phil. Hey! What's not me that you're talking to? Did I miss something? I am a little bit distracted there, but... Oh, we're almost done this. Okay, good. But I'm just kind of moving around because I want to show off the location. I mean, this is such a gorgeous area. Reminds me of Ashenvale from the classic zones of World of Warcraft. And maybe after, because I'm such a geek, I'm really a big geek when it comes to this game, if you haven't noticed that already. Maybe I'll show you Ashenvale a little bit later on. Because, you know, that's exciting. But it is for me. There we go.
When do we hunt?
Kill Lorcron the Hunter. I am confused as you, Phil. Cody, who are you referring to? Profanity with that profile. Yeah, that's the part I think I'm confused of. Profanity with whose profile? Where's the... Huh? Stupid question. But how do you use profanities with that kind of profile picture? I am so confused. I have no idea what in the blue pineapple you're talking about. How do you use profanities with that kind of profile? What profile picture? Unless you're talking about Haruki. Akino. Oh, is Cody talking about you? Because I was going to say, me, it's just my ugly mugshot. There's nothing fancy about my profile picture at all. I still don't get it because I can't really see what your profile is. Because I'm streaming, I'm on a 27-inch monitor. I have 4 eyes.
You are a huntsman no longer.
But the profile pictures that show me when I'm streaming, like watching as the people that are in here,
I will not fall to my prey again.
it's very small.
Shadows terrain.
So if I go like Akino, open image in a new tab, it's the size of my pinky nail. I seriously can't see what the profile picture is at all.
You have need of a huntress? A dear friend.
Oh, from afar I thought it said speak Korean. I said that might be a problem. Speak to Korean. Alright,
My
that's a
hunt
little
has
better.
only just begun.
Only because I know how to do that. I cannot speak Korean. It is not a part of my specialties. But look at this zone. I know I keep going on about it, but when you come from the dump that is the Maw, and you come from the Hellmouth that is Maldraxxus, and then you come here, it's a breath of fresh air? Yeah. Yeah, something like that. But Phil, so when someone in chat cusses, are you not allowed to say it out loud? Oh, yeah, so about that thing there yesterday. Oh, man, it's so hard to explain. People can say the F word. You know? I'm not here to police people and telling them what they can talk about, what they can't talk about, what they can say, what they can't say. I guess it's kind of like use your head in the sense of, and I know I've repeated myself a million times, but I want to make sure every single flippin' person gets it. On YouTube, I have to be a little bit more strict than what I would be if we were all hanging out together in a house. Because if YouTube doesn't like what they see and hear, I can get a strike on my channel, and then that affects my money. That affects how many Diet Pepsis I can drink a month. So some obvious things I don't want in the chat are like the N-word, because that should be obvious. And even if you are a black person, because no offense, I don't know if you are, so I don't know if you're like trolling, if you're being racist or not, right? So it's just that kind of language that I don't want in here. Like the person did yesterday, which is why I'm bringing that up. The guy comes in a couple times, uses that word. Or he uses the slang to the N-word. Which is like, you know, like a level below. And, you know. But, that's a no-no. I mean, the F word, you know, saying, oh shit, did you see? You know, I'm not going to be like, watch your language, you know. So it's kind of like common sense when it comes to that stuff. Some things, like I said, it might not personally bother me. Although a lot of things do, but I'm just saying, YouTube forces you to be, like I said before, more of a social justice warrior than you normally would be on your own. Because of how YouTube is, and if you don't conform to YouTube... Like I said, my live stream, you think I make money off 4 people in a live stream? No, I don't. I make a goose egg. My live streams average like $1 a month after putting in hundreds of hours into live streaming. I do this because it's fun. But as a whole, this is where I said yesterday we can joke around, we can have a good laugh. The guy with 4 people in his live stream and 12,000 subs pushing supposedly makes money on YouTube, and I do. So that's why that's also a big deal, right? Because I'm actually monetized, I actually make decent money. Helps me eat a little better. And I don't want that jeopardized. So I potentially have to be a little bit more strict than usual. It's kind of really hard to explain, like I said. It's almost like on a case-by-case basis. A person can come in and go, what's this fucking shit? And I won't say anything. But another guy can come in and ask me if I'm gay and I'll ban them. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like what ends up getting under my nerves personally. And I have to kind of call that on a case-by-case basis. And it is difficult. It is difficult. There might be some people that I've banned in the past that maybe didn't deserve banning. And vice versa. People I didn't ban that maybe should have been banned. Like I said, I still consider myself new to live streaming. Even though I've been doing it for almost half a year, because I don't get a lot of people in here. And the small times that I do get a small influx of people coming in, 12, 15, 20 people, that's not a lot of people. But when you have a dozen people all talking at the same time, and you're trying to play a game, and you're trying to commentate at the same time, that can be enough people for a person to get almost overwhelmed. And it makes it a lot more difficult for me to regulate what's going on in the chat, what's acceptable, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of, as the expression goes, playing it by ear. And as each case comes, I try to use, you know, the best of my judgment, which is not going to be perfect, right? I will never claim that I know what the hell I'm doing. Again, profanity is okay. I try not to overlace my speech with profanity just because I don't need to. Some moments I'll, curse more than others, but that's definitely not because I'm trying to be cool. That's just a part of my personality. It's just a habit. And, but I do try to tone it down only because YouTube has said it themselves. If you swear, that's okay. But if you swear too early in your video or your stream, it can get flagged as not suitable for advertisers. And the main reason for that is, like let's say Tim Hortons or Walmart. Their commercials are on my channel. So they're the reasons I'm getting paid. So if Walmart sees that I'm dropping the F-bomb every 5 seconds, they may not want to be associated with that, which is why it'll say limited ads or may have no ads appearing. Your video's still monetized, but you're probably not going to get anything if the people don't want to have ads on your channel because you can't talk without swearing for 5 seconds, right? So even that's a little bit iffy. It's kind of strange, but you can't start the stream and say, hey, fuck faces, how's it going? Let's get into this fucking shit. Not a good idea to start the stream that way. You almost have to wait like 2-3 minutes, let the stream warm up. It's really bizarre, but that is, honest to God, how YouTube works. It's very strange. And then beyond that, they look at how many words per minute are being spoken, and I'm not kidding, and it's a percentage base. Of that speech per minute that you're saying, let's say it's 193 words a minute, how many words of those you speak a minute is a cuss word? And if for them, for their liking, the percentage is too high, they will unmonetize your video. Again, we can joke and say 5 people in a live stream is probably not going to make me go hungry. I make like 5 cents per live stream. So it's really not a big deal. It's the whole overall image of the channel that I try to have. So, big long speech. I don't even know if I even answered your question, to be honest with you. But it made sense to me. Maybe it makes sense to you a little bit, that whole spewing of bullshit that I just said. Oh, YouTube has entered the chat. Well, now I'm having Delore flashbacks. He kept trying to yell over chat trolls that paid to get supercharged. I have no idea what that meant. I don't know what a Delore is or who Delore is. I know what a DeLorean is. That's the car that was used in Back to the Future. That's probably not what you were talking about. He kept trying to yell over the chat trolls that paid to get supercharged. I'm not gonna lie. I understood about 10% of what that meant. Supercharge. You mean super chat? Like paying? Hey, Junior D. How's it going? Welcome to the Madhouse. Just playing a little bit more World of Warcraft, showing off the beautiful zone that is Ardenweald, even though I'm in a cave with gigantic beetles that are trying to probe my innards. For the most part, it's a sight to behold. For every 190 words I say, there's most likely 180. Yeah. Which, at that point, wouldn't be good. So if someone came in and they were constantly typing swear words, even though I'm not the one uttering them, there is bots that work for YouTube, which is owned by Google. Not that that's relevant to the conversation. And they scan audio and words that are being typed. So if the type is just filled with a bunch of, like, F words and, like, overly laced to what they consider to be overly laced, and that's what I don't know. What is that exact amount? You will lose monetization on your channel. Or not your channel, your video. But if that happened too often, there's rumors that you can get a permanent 1 strike on your channel. If it's deemed to be too often, to be too overly overlaced. Too overly with profanity. So that's why, like I said, I have to often go, okay, can we try to tone it down a little bit? Even though I can be guilty of it as well. Because basically, the more you swear, the less room I have to swear. I guess we can joke around and say that. So the more often you curse, That's one less curse word in that minute that I can say. Delore the streamer has text-to-speech to say what paid chats are. Oh, so people donate like $5 or $1 and they'll be like, your mother is a dingleberry. She should have swallowed you. Or whatever, just to say something stupid. Not good guess. So what I ordered a Christmas gift, right? And I just got it today and it came empty. What? You emptied, or you ordered a gift and it's empty. Yeah, I'm not really understanding a lot of what people are saying today. Maybe I need to go back to bed. I've been cooped up in this cave for too long. And he will yell, so who's he? Oh, and he yells over... Alright, let's recap. People super chat, which is donating money. And when people donate money... I've had it happen a few times where people have donated money, so I know how it works a little bit. You put a quote like, you know, hang in there, Phil. Because I was down and out the other day. Someone gave me $5 and it put hang in there, Phil. So what they'll do is they'll donate money, but in the comment, they'll put something derogatory so that the automated bot that will voice to text, no, text to voice, the opposite in this instance, the message, he'll see that it's a profane sentence, so he'll verbally try to go la 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 and yell over it to drown out the text to voice. Did I finally get what the hell you were trying to say? And he will yell super loud so he won't get banned. Yeah. See, I don't know. Again, that's actually a good question. I don't know if that's how that works. I don't know if, like, as long as the word was spoken, if it counts or not. I really don't know how that works. That's actually a good question. I don't know. So, like I said, and I'm gonna sound like a broken record for a long time. YouTube, you gotta watch your mouth. Now, Twitch is a different beast again. Remember that thing I said the other day? I'm not a mature person. I don't want to be someone's role model. Not a good role model. I have my moments where I'm fairly calm and down to earth. And I have some moments where I go AWOL. And I go a little berserk. Well, Twitch is better for that. Yesterday, I went off on a rant and I was swearing every 10 seconds, because that happens to me sometimes. Twitch, it doesn't matter. There's no limits on when or how you can swear on Twitch. It's a free-for-all. If you have your stream set to not meant for kids, you can shit goddamn motherfucker all day long. There's no issues on Twitch. That's the way the platform's designed. YouTube is like... Okay, so you can swear, but no, not right away. That was too soon. You just started live streaming 2 minutes ago. Give it a couple of minutes. Let the shit warm up a bit. And then when you do swear, try not to do it too often. Try to space out your cursing every couple of minutes so that it's spread out evenly. Oh my god, what's next? No, you can't murder people that you don't like. I mean, you can, but not, like, within the first 10 seconds you meet them. Wait at least a couple of minutes to get to know at least their name before you gank them in real life. Right? Like, to me, it just makes no sense. You're either allowed to commit murder or you're not. You're allowed to swear or you're not. You're allowed to make fun of people or you're not. There's no in-between. There's no, well, it's 2020, you can't do that now. Oh, it's 1985, yeah, it's okay, fuck them. Make fun of them. But time changed now. Now you can't do it. No. Then if you can't do it, then that means it never should have been allowed to begin with. It's just some things that to me don't make any goddamn sense. None whatsoever. My brain fails to comprehend the logic behind it. Right? I'll never understand it. You can try and explain it to me until you're blue and purple in the face, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna get it. Right? Because there's just some things, like I said, that I don't agree with. A lot of stuff I do, with some of the changes I think people should do in general. Because like I said before, we've become soft as a society. We get butthurt by every little fucking thing that's said. But at the same time, I sorta kinda get it. We've also become crude during social media, right? People feel emboldened and powerful hiding behind a computer screen. They say things that they normally wouldn't say in person. Right? So it's kind of like we've kind of gone in both directions. It's kind of been interesting. We're becoming more sensitive, but we're also becoming ruder at the same time. And finding that proper balance seems to be difficult, but even more than that, finding a balance that everybody agrees with. Oh no, you can't say that word anymore. Oh, that one, no, you can still say it. Just don't say it too often. What? You can either say it or you can't. Shit just boggles my mind. I would donate if I could, but that would probably piss my parents off. Well, right now it's about me. I'm just kidding. I would donate, except yen to Canadian dollars are fucked. Hey, I don't care what currency it's in. Bring it on over, baby. Show me that money. I don't care if it's a yen. I don't care if it's a rupee. $1, 1 yen, 1 rupee, 1 gold nugget. It's something. Not only that, it automatically converts. Yes, was it the day before? Someone donated $5 US. I like American money. Because you see the number, but then when it automatically converts it, because I'm a Canadian, eh? It inflates the number, so it's always nice to see. So like that time I got like, I think it was like $50 US, $50. And then it showed in the stream like 73. I was like, now that's what I'm talking about. It felt like I was getting more, you know? Because our currency's obviously different. Well, the donators on Dolores' channel would commonly use the N... Yeah, that's just not funny. For donation trolls, they would hide it by spamming one phrase or even telling Dolores to look up a dinosaur with a very funny name. But see, that's the thing. Like, not only is it a terrible word to use, it's not even funny. Like, there's no comedic element to calling someone the N-word. You know what I mean? No one gets called the N-word and starts laughing. Nobody else hears it and goes, that was so funny, I've never heard of that before. Right? Being called the dingleberry shit-stained twat bag, that's funny. Because chances are you've never been called that before. Being told that you look like you survived an abortion, you've probably never heard that insult before. Those are original things that you can do. You can still be a crude son of a bitch. You can say rude things without targeting a minority group, without being racist, and without bringing down a whole group of people. Because obviously nobody's ever survived an abortion. So it's not like they're being made fun of. Get it? So there's ways to be nasty, but yet without targeting a group of people. And then getting yourself in trouble for no reason. Like it doesn't get you anywhere. Never understood that. Pretty sure this one Red Dead Online kicked out one of his loyal fans from the game because he thought it was getting flipped off even though it was a thumbs up. Oh. It's like the other day, someone on Twitter... We won't get into it, but it was political. So that's probably why. And we'll just leave it at, they didn't agree with what I said. We'll just leave it at that. And then the guy goes on Twitter. I'm paraphrasing him here. That's not me saying this, it's him saying this to me. He looks at me, and he goes, well, I'm not too surprised you feel that way, Phil. And then I responded and said, why are you not surprised that this is how I feel? And he goes, because you're probably gay. Even if I was, how is that even an insult? I would have just been like, if I was, hey, how'd you know? While you're at it, do you fancy me, big boy? You know, like I would go with it and joke around with it. And then the guy's like, gross, I knew it, you're gay. And it's like, was that supposed to be an insult? Or just something you were hoping I actually was because you're in the closet and this was your way of trying to come out? See, and then I try to flip it back on them when they do that. But just like comments like that I hear all the time, I'm like, how is that even an insult? Never understood that. I know gay people, and you know what? It wasn't insulting to them to be gay. So if you state the obvious to someone who might be, it's like, yeah, and what's your point? It's like when people look at me and go, you're bald. Wow. How observant. Every day I try to comb my hair and I'm wondering what the fuck is going on. It never works. Oh, it's because I'm bald. Wow. That's what it was. Do you know what I mean? Like, I never ever understood that. Or when I used to weigh 350 pounds and people would be like, huh, you're fat. Really? So that's why I can't see my six-pack. I was wondering where it went. But when I pushed hard on my stomach, I can see them popping through. Oh, it's 'cause I'm fat. I always wondered what happened to them. That's where they've been for 20 years, in the fat. I'm just saying, people make me laugh when they try to insult other people. And it's always the same copy and paste shit. I've said this before. It's always the same copy and paste insults. It's never something original. Ever. Same shit every day. Ever had evil urges that you would never do, but just popped up in your head? Well, I've had what's called intrusive thoughts, but they're more like paranoia, mental disorder related. And that's something maybe completely different than from what you're talking about. But they're not urges. They're not things that I want to do. I mean, there's a few people I've wanted to backhand, but they weren't an urge because I just went out and did it. So I guess I acted upon it. But I wouldn't call that evil, though.
I serve the Queen.
I bet you do. Hey Phil, did you check out that new armor on Assassin's Creed Valhalla? It gives you a portion of health for every 3 kills. I'm gonna get it soon. What's the name of the armor called? I've had them, except I would I would do them when you gain 365 pounds, but it's in the UK every 3 kills. Yeah, what armor is that? Except...
Need some help?
But anyhow, YouTube is soft. YouTube is a bit of a snowflake. I wish it wasn't so strict. But alas, it is what it is. I'm guessing this is a quest item I need to pull out. I've mentioned that yesterday. There is a lot of that. Whoops. Okay, for real? Is it this one? Okay, so that one is to help people. What's this one for? Play the pipes to request a gift from nearby Cullix trees. Okay, so that's for those people there. Alright. Oh, you meant in a video game. Oh, I've done everything evil under the sun. Like get into a car in Grand Theft Auto 5 and just mow everyone over on the sidewalk. But that doesn't mean that I would ever want to do that in real life, right? So what happens to YouTube in the summer? Huh? What do you mean? Why would something change? Hey, Milkshake, how's it going? Why would YouTube change in the summer? Yeah. Well, in a video game, nah, you wouldn't. You're talking shit now. Now that's something I gotta say we shouldn't joke around in the chat about running people over in the real world. Because that actually does happen, right? There's people that joke about it that wouldn't do it, but then there's people that don't joke about it, but they just go out and do it, right? Imagine somebody coming into the stream going, oh, I would do that. They don't know that you're just messing around, though, right? Because that actually, as of late in the last couple of years, vehicular homicide has actually gone up quite a bit. You said YouTube is a snowflake. Ah, you see, that was a good one. It melts. It melts. Imagine if it melts in the winter, then it completely evaporates in the summer. Yes, it is, actually. Yeah, this is World of Warcraft, the one that they made an episode on for South Park. Make love, not Warcraft. Some 15, 16 years ago. But I mean, some of the graphics and stuff have been improved. I don't think you had dynamic shadows that were moving, you know, like that in the air before. I could be wrong, but I don't think there was dynamic shadows. Hell, there was a point in World of Warcraft that didn't even have a day and night cycle. A lot of crazy things have changed over the course of 16 years. Ah, there's the tree thing. Okay. So it happens when I'm live streaming and playing. It can be very easy to get distracted. Which is why I think those big streamers, they just keep talking. They ignore the fucking chat. And they just let their mods chit-chat with the people in the chat. Yeah. And then sometimes, I guess, some of the streamers will kind of take a peek and see what's been going on. Like, they'll kind of scroll through some of the messages, but like I said, even at 12 people talking at the same time, it's almost impossible to keep up. Imagine people that have thousands of people. Oh, forget it. You can't do it. That's why sometimes they have member-only live streams, so that only members can chat. But if you've got 800 members in the chat, there's still a high likelihood that the person's not going to see what you're saying anyways. Dr. Disrespect is so big. Someone donated $5,000 to a stream, and he didn't see it. He had to have a few of his moderators be like, hey, you might want to give this guy a shout-out. He just donated $5,000, you know, because the chat just goes, like, so fast, eh? He's not doing it because he's trying to ignore people, right? But I'm just saying, that's got to be really hard. Becomes imminent if you insult rice here in Japan. I love rice. So, Phil, the name of the armor is called Einherjar. Is that the new red one that just showed up in the chat? In the game? When you're playing the game over here, but you're watching the chat at the same time, that's called multitasking. Shake, we don't talk about that here. What? What about ramen? Oh, ramen noodles. Yeah, those are good, but they're high in carbs and sodium. So what's the next big game you'll play that's going to come out besides Cyberpunk? That's it. You're new, right? Who's new? Slursy. Hey, Slursy. Almost didn't see you. You just kind of slursed your way into the chat. You see what I did there? Yeah. Yeah, I saw it. I don't think I'll buy it, though. It's just too much money. I already bought all the other outfits on Assassin's Creed. I'm starting to run out of money. Are you new to the stream? Or to the channel, rather? Or did you just randomly find me on YouTube? And then YouTube thought it was a great effing idea to recommend me to you. And say, check out this crazy guy playing a 16-year-old video game. That's what people want to see. Yeah, I bet.
I would be glad to assist you.
Would you now? Oh, I still have to do that. I thought I was done. Let me mark it on my map. There we go. So it'll show me the range on the mini-map, as you can see. Where I need to heal these people. I will always go back to my man, Asmongold. Asmongold averages 50 flippin' thousand consecutive viewers day in, day out. And he plays nothing but the World of Warcraft, one of the most successful video game streamers in the history of the world, exclusively plays this game. So if somebody says, "Why are you playing WoW, bro? Maybe you'd get more viewers if you played another game, bruh." I'll say, first of all, ain't your bra? That's disgusting. And you might want to check out this guy. And then I link them down below, and then I never see them again. So maybe I got to stop doing that. No, but they go and they go, "Oh, wow." They go, "Exactly. You want to tell me World of Warcraft ain't popular?" It's very popular. Everything's popular. You got to find the people that are into it. Right?
All things in balance.
Or, I guess in this case, they have to find me. I'm doing my part. They just got to come and find me. That's what I always say about YouTube. If I average close to 1,000 new subscribers every month, that technically means there would be 10,000 people every month that would subscribe to me, had they known about me before, right? It's a numbers game. But that's where you hope it snowballs out of control. I personally know people on YouTube that average like more than what I average in a month in a single day. They average like 1,500 people a day. A day. Wow. I'm waiting for the day, or I guess the month, where that happens to me on the monthly basis. Like, holy cow. Could you imagine that? Every day you log in, you've gone up 1,500 subscribers. Like, that's insane. That's wild. Time to go fishing. Where's my Evans repeater and gator repellent? Are you fishing in Assassin's Creed? It's a Monopoly game, I know. Yeah, I never got into that stuff. Any of the Japanese anime or whatever it is. This seems alright. But again, I'm going back to my quote. I ain't got time for that shit. There's only 24 hours in a day. That's like my most famous quote. At least I think it is. Everything that we talk about that people want to cancel, you know, the cancel culture.
Do you need something?
Oh, I need something. And what I need is for 24-hour days to be canceled. Folks, 72 hours should be one day. 72 hours is a day. I would play everything, watch it, because I'd have the time for it. Oh, Red Dead Online. Yeah. I haven't played much of that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, time is man-made. Or, to be politically correct, human-made. Whatever. See what I mean? Force a habit. I said that another time. I said that's man-made, you know, because it's like mankind, like, you know what I mean? It was just like force a habit. And someone called me a sexist because I didn't say humankind. I was like, it just slipped. You know what I mean? Like, that's an example of how the world has gone soft. When you call someone a sexist because they said man-made or mankind and didn't use the, you know, the other terminology.
A song to lift your spirits?
I still need to heal one. 20-hour days? No way. Yes. No, but I was just being a smartass with the terminology. Like, I get it. Be more inclusive or whatever. I'm all for that, don't get me wrong. But don't get on my case is what I'm saying. If I say something I've been used to saying for 40 years and overnight you expect me to, like, remember. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna lie. It's a little difficult.
Welcome to the wheel.
Which brings me to my next point. I'm sorry, I know I keep going on about this, but it's kind of important. You know when you do that thing, like, where you do something or you say something you shouldn't say in 2020? And I get that, you're trying to improve and do better as a society. I get that, don't get me wrong. But if someone's following that new rule, and they're not saying or doing things that you shouldn't be saying anymore, but you start digging back through their feed and videos of shit they did 40 effing years ago before you were even born, and then do that whole, is that you? You know, like that whole meme, like, hey, is this you? And then you show like a picture or video of someone saying something that you shouldn't be doing. I'm like, bitch, that was 1983. Like, for real? That's another thing that drives me crazy when people do that. Everyone there waves at me, tries to fight me. 90% of the time I'll do a move that no one has ever seen in the game. Oh, in the game. And send to the local doctor and read that online. Of course. Yeah, it's good that you clarified that. Well, that's the argument. Actually, Stotts, you read my mind. You know, on a lot of levels, we think alike a lot. You actually took the words right out of my mouth, and I've said that before. I had argued that now Slurzy's gonna get a timeout. There's nothing gay going on here. I don't see two men making out. Is there somebody here? No, there's nobody else here. No other men here. There's nothing gay going on here. That's your one shot. The next one, I'm coming for you, personally. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I used to think that too. Humankind. Get it? Mankind? It's short formed, removing the hue. It had nothing to do with, like, man, as in, like, man-woman. Get it? I've said that a few years ago, and that's actually a good point. I never did the research on it. I still don't know to this day if that's really what it was short forming. That's actually a good question. It's safe to assume Slurzy's a shit stain. Stotts, best response to that is yes, that's me. What if someone says gay to me? Yeah. I have no problems if people think I am. I'm definitely not going to prove it to them that I'm not, because that's just disgusting. That's like some rated R shit. I'm not into that. Cody, a timeout. What are you going to do? Huh? What do you mean, what am I going to do? Well, I just told him straight up. I verbally told him that shit ain't cool. There's nothing funny or edgy about saying something's gay. I mean, I just, nope. So I give him one chance to smarten up. The next one, they just get banned. Simple as that. I'm not looking for popularity. I'm looking for quality. Someone just randomly said the word gay. That's what happened, so I timed them out. Oh, nothing exciting. Nothing exciting. Oh, I guess it helps if I... Ah, that's what I'm supposed to do. Bring them back here, I guess. It would help if I read the quest. I have no idea. Let me try and... Maybe it's because I'm in combat? I don't know. Sorry, my quest isn't working, so I don't think I'm doing it right. I don't get it. Run around this area near the Gormling Nibblers. They look like small groups of purple, blah, 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 blah. When you get near them, they start to follow you. You can see how many you've gathered on the buff near your minimap. Oh, it wants me to gather all of them in one shot. Okay. Let me try and hurry this up. And then I'll read the chat in a moment. It's not one of those where you can bring back an escort, like a few of them at a time. It's got to be like all or nothing. Oh, there's the buff. Okay, 21. Gotcha. And they'll stick around for only like 8 minutes. Gotcha. There we go. Now I think I can turn this in. And deliver them a lot further than I was expecting. We still got our 30? Yeah. I'm assuming in the big glowing patch of grass. There we go. Oh, yeah, because sometimes people do that, to try to be a smartass. They'll be like, this you, and then you're like caught saying something from like 30 years ago on camera that would have been socially acceptable back then, but not today. And then they try to do the this you. It's like, yeah, and what's your point? Like they're trying to like be like, haha, I gotcha. It's like, yeah, no, actually you didn't. I knew that was me, thanks. Okay, so do I have permission to time out people after the first word? Oh, yeah. If someone comes in, says the N-word, says this is gay, or any of that fucking bullshit. I mean, to be quite frank, you can almost just outright ban them, really. We live in a world where people should know by now that it's just not funny to say that. Well, that's the thing. He didn't call anyone gay. He didn't say this is gay. He didn't say you're gay. He just typed the word gay. It's iffy. Because, you know what I mean? Like, because it's beating around the bush now. We're assuming that what he was implying wasn't nice, but, you know, I don't know. Telling me what to do makes me not want to do it. Could use the phrase homosexual instead of... Well, it's the same thing. If someone comes in and just says, this is gay or this is homosexual, it's one and the same thing. At that point, you're just, you know what I mean? It's just being a smartass. It's the same damn thing. We know what those people are trying to do, right? Is what I'm saying.
What shall I craft next?
The only time that word should be used is if you choose to use my live stream as a place where you want to come out that you're gay. Get it? And that's actually, and I'm not trying to be funny, I'm actually serious. And that's the prime example of why context is important. He says gay, he gets timed out. What if he had said, I've been waiting a long time to say this, but I've fully come to terms with the fact that I'm gay. Get it? I wouldn't have timed him out for that. In that particular point, that would have been the opposite. Then I would have been seen as the hateful bigot. You see what I'm saying? Then it ends up being a completely different scenario. Right? And generally, you should give people the benefit of the doubt. But it's kind of safe to say, if you have somebody come in, you've never seen them before, and the first thing that comes out of their word, or their mouth, is like the word gay, yeah, chances are they're just trying to test the waters and see what's going on. Well, that's the problem. Most people say gay to mean lame or stupid. Goes back to the whole political, yeah. Well, it's supposed to be. Like when someone says, oh, that's so gay, you're saying that it's lame. You're saying that it's bad or stupid. Which essentially, in turn, get it? Like, I shouldn't need to explain it. Then that's putting down the people that are gay, because then you're essentially saying that people that are gay are wrong. Right? And that they're lame. That's where the hate comes from. Right? Yeah. Well, that's that. See? And that's just it right there with the times. Gay used to mean that you're happy, especially in England. And that's why... Man, we're really opening up a can of whoop-ass here, but let's get into it. And that's why sometimes where people come from, their generation, it could be different, because even the other word that I don't want to say, because that one's like even nastier than the G-A-Y word. It's the F-A-G word. That one's like in a whole league of its own. But that means cigarette in Europe. People will be like, can I bum a you know? And it has absolutely nothing to do with the slur word, or the gay word, right? So sometimes society will change things. You try to adapt, but then certain other cultures might have been using that word since the dawn of time for something completely different. And now you're just expecting the whole world to conform, and doing so overnight. And some people not only expect you to change, they expect you to change your past. So when they dig up, you know, something that you said 30 years ago, well, you should have known back then. You should have gone back in time. You should have called up Michael J. Fox, getting that DeLorean. You should have gone back in time. And you should have called him a pumpernickel shit stain instead. Go back and fix what you did in 1987. That's unacceptable. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting at. Like, we've gone overboard. I get changing. I get not making fun of people. I get that. But get that certain things, even though maybe they shouldn't have been allowed, they were. Get over it. Now we're changing. But let people catch the fuck up with it, right? You can't penalize someone for shit they did fucking 3 decades ago. Especially if it was, in fact, socially acceptable. Socially acceptable to the point where some of that shit was actually on television, because no one would have thought twice about it back then, right? That's where the issue is. Yeah, queer used to... Yeah, see, queer, that word used to mean strange. Yeah, that's not a word I've ever really used. It's just not a word I've ever really heard. It was never a word that was just thrown around for whatever reason. Even me being 42 where I live in Canada, that word was never a nice word. But yeah. Yeah, like I said, a lot of things have changed over time, and it's cool, you know. Try to do better, but some people really do go overboard with it. Or like when someone, especially with social media, right? Especially with like your Twitters and your Facebooks, where something you've said or posted stays there forever unless you delete it. There was a comedian that used a word that wasn't so nice. But that a few short years ago, again, wouldn't have been a big deal. The person still apologized for it. And I think they took down the tweet and they said, okay, I get it. This is 2020. You don't say this to people. She takes down the tweet. She apologizes and says it was never meant to be, used as hate. Again, if you look at the context of the joke, even though I get it, you shouldn't say that now, fine, but this was then when it was socially acceptable. So now people screenshotted her old tweet, and now she's constantly getting trolled, being asked to apologize, and people are asking to cancel her all the time for something she said before that she's already addressed and taken down her tweet. You see what I'm saying? Now those social justice warriors that are trying to bring light to the matter are actually the ones that are now trolling. Right? I have no idea what's going on in the chat. Hammers and jawbone knives. But yeah, that's true what you were saying there, Stotts. The meaning of some words definitely do change.
How can I help? Now,
and sometimes people say things and they don't mean it to be hateful, but unfortunately, if something becomes adopted too much as being hateful, well, that's just the thing, right? What do you do? Do you just say, too bad, I didn't mean it in a bad way, and still say it? It's like the swastika, Nazi symbol. That came from the Buddhists. I think it was like 1,000, or maybe not 1,000 years ago. It was a symbol of peace and harmony, the Nazi sign. But instead of it being on an angle with the red and the black, like in the flag there, like tilted on an angle, it was like more like straight, and it had like a dot on each sign, and instead of a straight line, it was more of like a swivel. So you'll have some people that'll be like, let's try to unevil the swastika and bring it back to where it was, which was something about peace and harmony, which is a good thing. And again, when you think about it really hard, I get what they're trying to do. In other words, don't let evil pollute something that was once original, because that Nazi symbol isn't original. They took an original idea and then they kind of made it their own. They made some subtle changes to it. So now you have this guy going around and he's got tattoos all over his body of the swastika, but not the hateful version on an ankle, right? And he's always finding that he's got to explain to people he means the Buddhist version before it became evil. But then there also comes a point where if it's become in modern society too much of a controversial thing, how much is that really worth to you to have that fucking symbol? I just say, can you not find something else? If you have to explain to everybody that what you're trying to portray isn't hateful, then you probably shouldn't do it. Right? I always say context is important. Context is very important. Absolutely. Like that thing I said earlier. Now, the guy or whoever was in here that said that word, I timed them out. They haven't come back and said anything. That was the prime example of what I said. If someone comes in and says to me, bro, you're so gay, your streams are so gay, yeah, I'll ban them. I'm not offended, but I'll ban them. Because that's just what you're supposed to do in 2020, and especially if I follow the rules of YouTube. Because he used that word, that 3-letter word. But again, context. If the guy comes into my stream and says, I've been here for a while, you guys seem pretty nice, hypothetical situation, and then the guy comes out and says, I'm gay, I'm not going to ban him, right? Like I just said a moment ago, because context. He's actually explaining something. Then, like I said a minute ago, it would be flipped on me, and I would be looked as the bad guy if I banned him for saying that he's coming out, right? So yeah, context is incredibly important. It's very, very important. And that's the world that we live in, like I said. People aren't perfect. People are going to slip. People are going to say things that they shouldn't say. And there's some people that I can name that are guilty of doing that quite often. And there are people that you can just tell, at least in my opinion, that aren't trying to better themselves. And I've been very vocal about it with him. Keemstar. I've gotten into some nasty spats with him on Twitter. Then he banned me, and then lately, he unbanned me. Because he said something, because someone that follows me on Twitter follows them and retweeted something that he said, so that's why I'm still able to see his bullshit on my feed. Except I was actually able to reply this time. I was like, oh wow, he unblocked me. So that means at some point he thought of me, and he's like, okay, alright, whatever, and unblocked me. Ethan. Are you talking about Ethan, the guy that got into the nasty feud with Keemstar? Oh, because I was talking about Keemstar, and there's a guy, I think his name is Ethan Klein, is that his name? Ethan Klein, is that his name? H3 Productions or something, he's like a huge YouTuber. Anyways, he went to war. Verbal YouTube war with Keemstar. Anyways, his name was Ethan. I thought that's who you were talking
Need some
about.
help?
But yeah, some pretty wild times we live in. And I was also bringing that up too because there's been a lot of people lately, their channels are getting unmonetized or getting banned for some really, really stupid shit. Yeah, H3, I used to watch a lot of his yeah, him I don't mind. I don't watch his content just because I'm too busy working on my own content. But when I saw that he did stuff against Keemstar, I was like, that's really cool. Because I fucking abhor that prick. With a passion that burns brighter than 1,000 suns. So when I found another popular person that didn't like Keemstar, it was like, wow. They're out there. It's not just me. There are some other people out there that don't like him. Because most people I meet love Keemstar. Like, I mean, they love Keemstar. And I don't. Not even close. So when I saw that another popular YouTuber didn't like him, and I was like, oh, that's not the popular choice to go against Keemstar. I mean, practically everybody I follow loves Keemstar. I was like, wow, what's this? So I started watching a little bit of his content. And I was like, damn, that's not something you hear of every day. But that's just the thing, right? No matter who you are, no matter how nice, no matter how hateful, how controversial or uncontroversial you are always going to appease to some people. There's always other people out there that think the way you do. That's why I always say when people are like, oh, I wonder if I should YouTube, I wonder if I should live stream. Do it. You are going to cater to an audience. How big that audience is, of course, that'll be different for everyone, but thank God we're almost 59. And after that, yeah, it's been a little over an hour. I don't know what I'll do after, but Stotts, did you like H3? Like I said, I don't go out of my way to watch him, but yeah, Nuclear Winter, that's what it was called, I think, yeah. Yeah. And that was a real feud. I don't think that was for just for clickbaiting, because he's already doing really well on his own. He doesn't need to fake a fake feud. Yeah, fake a feud. Rather, just to get some hits. I did, less so now. His Twitter internet drama got petty after a while. Right. See, I like talking about drama a little bit because by nature people are dramatic. But I feel like if I ever had a show that just talked about drama constantly, maybe, I don't know. I don't know if I would do a second channel for that. It's like my Batman stuff. I always thought of doing like multiple channels, like one for when I play guitar and music, one for just video games, one for just a cringy comedy when I do Batman, and another channel for just like drama and shit, like drama. But then I was like, I'm already monetized. I'm already getting good traction on this channel. That's why I just playlist everything. And if I ever had someone that was like, hey man, you should really talk less about politics and just stick to gaming, I would just tell them this, right? Because from day one, my channel's always been sort of like a mixed bag of a bunch of stuff. And they're all in their appropriate playlists. I have a playlist that's called News and Politics. You know what I mean? Like, I actually have a separate playlist for it. It's not a big playlist. But when I title my videos, they'll never be clickbait. It's not like I'm going to post a video and say, World of Warcraft, and then you click on it and it's me ranting on about Donald Trump. Then I can understand people getting upset, because at that point, you're clickbaiting. You're making people believe it's something that it's not. You don't want to see or hear that shit. It's simple. Don't fucking click on the video. Some of my favorite YouTubers talk about shit I don't want to hear about. So guess what I do? I don't click on that video. Right? I just stick to the stuff. I look at the title. Oh, okay, that looks like something I want to talk, hear about, so I click on it. Oh, he's talking about that again. Don't care about that, then don't fucking watch it. It's as simple as that. Politics o'clock. Oh, because it's been after an hour and yeah. I'm not saying that's how it's going to happen. I've said that as a joke before. When it gets time to being near the end of the stream, the rule book kind of goes out the window and we can kind of talk about whatever we want, but I still think I'm going to stick to the basic etiquette that unless you talk about it mildly or briefly for a moment because of something huge happening like the elections. That was a huge topic around the world, the US elections, so it's hard not to talk about it when it was going on. Like, there's nothing wrong with someone coming into my stream and going, wow, the elections, man, what did you think of that? That was pretty wild, eh? And you know how they're calling supposedly for voter fraud and all that, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know? It's not like someone comes in and asks that, and I'm gonna ban them, right? I just definitely don't want to make it a habit of getting too deep into it. But that's only because people don't know how to debate without being hateful bigots. That's the only reason. Run up the ramp. Yeah, what rules? I used to play on PlayStation. Hell, I started playing on PS3. It's just that my consoles are burnt out and I would black out every 30 seconds, and I don't want to put my parents through the hassle. What happened? I have a hard time following chat today. Everybody's saying stuff, and I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? Your console burnt out? You would black out every 30 seconds? You mean from being angry that your console blacked out? I'm just trying to make sure I understand what you were saying. I feel like it's one of those conversations where I had to be there. Oh, I thought you meant you would black out from, like, the rage because... Okay, I get it. That's why I wanted to ask. You need specific buffs. When you find them, that gives a buff. That looks like it's gonna be a pickle. I have to think now, which I don't want to do. Ah, there's a weird... Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably end the stream in a few minutes there. Yeah, there's a quest that's a little bit wonky. I may have to look this up. I don't know. You just play on Xbox. Everyone is either against me or is just too mature or loud for me. I agree, Aquino, but let's not get too blunt. What do you mean people are against you? Like when you're playing on Xbox and you're trying to play with people, you find people are rude? Or your past PlayStation friends that you still talk to are against you because you're playing on an Xbox? What? Yeah, that sounds like a preteen thing, like when you're 13 years old and you hate someone who's 1 year younger than you and they're 12. When you get to be my age, 10 years doesn't even make a difference. Alright, let's see what's in the river. Ah, yes. God, I love this zone so much. It just looks so amazing. So this is the part I have to look up. Oh, I'm so confused. Disarm 5 booby traps. I've already done 1. You need specific buffs to disable certain traps. When you find the items that give buffs, before clicking them, plan out the item you want to click with the buff. Click gossamer thread, small blue spools of thread, to get the gossamer lace buff. Click suspiciously and touch harps, lightly colored wooden statues with strings in them. Too much frickin' reading. Click the shimmering piles. Those are the shimmering pile right there. Yeah. Purple piles. I see one. To get the gossamer lace. Click the suspiciously untouched baskets. They're small gray wooden baskets. While the buff is active. So in other words, this is good for gray baskets. What's this buff for? Shimmer dust. I might as well click on it because the buff is going to wear out anyways. Yeah, that didn't work. See, now I clicked on that. So this is good. It tells you right on there. It's good for buckets. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. When I want to play poker, it's always one kid with an accent that I'm not going to guess. I will just insult everyone else in the game. What? You're not going to guess the accent. I love guessing accents. I mean, they're all pretty standoffish. Like they stand apart. I guess I'll go in here.
Greetings. Now, where did I put that?
Still trying to find those buckets. They should be glowing, though. Yeah, see. I keep finding... That's so weird. I keep finding... Oh, there's the bucket! I guess. It's because it doesn't seem to glow... Anyways. Let's see if this works. Guess not. Yeah, that would be pretty cool if WoW was like that. How's it going, 540? Not too bad. You? A lot of headaches and stuff, but, you know, shit happens. Let me see how come this isn't working. No, that didn't work. And again... I see a lot of harps, but not anything else. Maybe I need to find the buff that makes it that I can click on that item. See? There it is again. There's another harp. They're like all over the place, but I can't find... Oh, there's a basket. Oh. Wait, that's something else. I don't know. Think I see one. That might be it. There it is. There's the booby trap. Okay, that's the bucket I'm looking for. Gotcha. Why it didn't... Oh. I did discover the secret. A dancing raptor. That's hilarious. Okay, that is what I was supposed to do. Okay. See what happens, you know, pay attention? Most of the quests you don't have to pay attention to. We shall play for. I know, I win. Secret nobody knows. Yeah, I have to target him. Okay. Bow down. Oh, that's him that did that. Wow, I have to actually pay attention here. I have to follow what he's saying in the dialogue. Did it again. Holy shish kebab. Sorry, I'm almost done. I really gotta pay attention to this, because otherwise it doesn't work, and I'll fail the quest. I feel stressed out because if I screw up one of the dialogue conversations, I gotta start all over again. Oh, how many more of these do I gotta do? Why can't I just punt him like a football in that waterfall. Hey, that rhymed. If he asks me one more question, I'll stuff him in that bag.
I will be forever grateful.
Oh my god. Let's get a move on it. By the way, I'm talking to an NPC. It's not a real person. But if I don't emote them properly in reaction to what they're saying dynamically, I fail the mission. Thank God. Ah, that was stressful. Whew. Hey, since I was born and raised in... How do I use that? How can I slang? I'm good, man. Glad you're doing good. Let's see your stream again playing games. Yeah, I'm having fun. Oh, because I'm a druid, I can turn into different animals. Yeah. I am Horde, but sometimes I'm Alliance. I would like to see a GTA set in the past Liberty City with the theme of gritty alleys and streets from the Warriors. Japan, just keeping up with the chat. Nice moves, Phil. At least it's not the Fortnite dance. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm caught up. Excellent. But yeah, almost done the stream. Like I said, I'll probably still end up just playing on my own there, but... Just about to hit 59.
The Weald welcomes you.
Ah, so close, so close. Let's kill the wicked wart. Where is this bastard? Oh, there's a oh. Oh yeah, there's still that thing I gotta do. I keep forgetting about the, piss off. I don't know where the sword is, or I'm supposed to do... Let me guess, I gotta click on an item to spawn him? Exactly. Oh my god. Fuck off! Just because you're attacking me doesn't mean I should be interrupted. Okay, seriously? Go fuck yourself. There we go. There we go. There's the NPC that I'm supposed to kill. I had to click on an item to summon him, but I had all these things that were poking my ass. No, I kind of mix it up. It's just the last couple years, because there's only 24 hours in a day, and I don't have a lot of time to myself. I generally do like playing both equally, Alliance and Horde. It's just so time-consuming. I mean, look at how much time I spent just going up like half a level, and I'm still not done after an hour and a half. It's just so time-consuming. Imagine having to redo everything I've been doing, but on another character just because I want to play Alliance. Or another class. So it's kind of like... It's too much. If I wasn't also playing console games and all that, and WoW was my one and only, sort of like Asmongold, where all he does is plays WoW for the most part, then it wouldn't be as bad. Then I probably would play both factions equally. See, there's all these traps. Okay, I see. The Gossamer is for...
I would be glad to assist you, as the Queen wills it, for Ardenweald.
Raptor, yeah. But I didn't get the mallet. Oh, it's not a 100% drop. Okay. I get it. I see what's going on. Holy shish kebab. Mind you, an hour that was probably wasted. Being semi-AFK. But yeah, I think I'm going to take a break here.
Do you need something? The Queen watches over.
There it is. 59. And there she is. Yeah, now I have to disarm all the traps. Now I can click on those harp looking things because I have the buff. I got the proper buff to actually click them. See? Like that one over there. They stand out a lot more too. There we go. See? And because I'm in druid form...
You're in for a treat.
Really? How come I can't click on those ones? What's that? Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah, no, I enjoy it. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I've said that. That's what I was saying about Asmongold before. Don't go for a popular game. Although that'll bring about a different type of crowd. If you play a game that you're passionate about and people are invested in you, the streamer, it won't really matter what you're playing. And again, Asmongold is the epitome of that. The guy plays a 16-year-old MMO with graphics from a Nintendo 64 era. And he garners 50 to 70,000 consecutive live viewers at a time. Absolutely. You want him to play Call of Duty, he'd probably lose a little bit of viewers because he wouldn't like the game as much, maybe. You know, he's not into it as much. And that would affect his audience for sure. Who's down here? Oh.
All belong to the cycle.
Okay, that was creepy. I have to find more of these harps before my buff runs out. Undead Nightmare. I don't wanna fall off the bridge. Well, yeah, stressing out is no good. That's right. Did you like my stream? I never remind people to like the stream. Make sure you like the stream. No. Remember, I have a rule about that. You like it if you like it. You don't like it if you don't like it. I mean, I'll put your thumb in a wrist lock. Snap it off in your ass. But, you know, feel free to do as you wish. Here we go. Can I do it before I get interrupted? Quick, quick. Too late. Six minutes to find 2 more harps. Like, I'll still do Skater XL, because that's another game. Like, it's kind of weird. This is an online game. There's a lot of stuff going on, but there's a lot of breaks in between. I can stealth, and I can pay attention to the chat and all that, right? Call of Duty's a little bit harder. First of all, I'm just terrible at the game. I mean, let's, you know, call the obvious there. But it's also so fast-paced. There's no time to, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? There's no time to smell the roses, you know what I mean? Did I get the buff? I didn't. Ah! So it is a lot harder to stream that game, too. But I still want to do it, though. Yeah, 5,000. That'll be the day. But yeah, again, like when people go, I don't like WoW, you should stream something else, I go, you should probably watch another streamer. And that's not being rude, that's like an honest to God, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit and go, oh, no, stick around, I also do, you know? There's people that are like that, it's like, nope, if you don't like WoW, then I am probably not the streamer for you. Because this is my main game. World of Warcraft is like as much a part of me as my nutsack. That was incredibly cringy. But you get the idea. I was going to say it's close to my heart, but my nutsack isn't close to my... Okay, let's just stop talking about that. But, yeah. So this game, Skater XL. Skater XL just because I love skateboarding. I may not look like one, but I'm a huge skateboarding enthusiast. I used to skate a lot. But in my recent, you know, years of weighing over 200 pounds, not so much a skater. I got more into martial arts and other stuff, but Skater XL is still a game I just want to casually just play, noodle around, check out some new maps with the mods. And, yeah. Oh yeah, it would help if I attack. It's like the stream says 7 on my side. Donate your life savings or I'm ending your stream. That's right, Wings of Redemption, like. Donate your mother's money and your own, or I will end the stream. Which voice sounded familiar? Nutsack loop. Yeah. I wish this stream had a voice chat. It would be kind of cool. Haven't played Skater XL in a while. It's great. Oh, it is. Yeah, I love it. Same thing with that game there that you and I like, Stotts. The other one. That's Civilization. Crusader Kings. Is that it? Yeah. I haven't played that in a while. Partially because I don't own the game. My Game Pass for PC expired and I just can't afford to rent my monitor speakers for my computer, can't afford to rent or keep paying for World of Warcraft 20 bucks a month, then another $10 or $15 for the Game Pass for PC, Xbox, 10, 20, like it all adds up, right, is what I'm saying? I just haven't bought the game. I do want to buy it. I want to own it on Steam, but, in due time. What was I doing? Oh! There we go. Quick! Before the buff. I just did this one, but I guess it respawned. I never thought I was gonna get that quest done. Ugh. This is the part where the clueless meter reaches the tippy top. Philminator Discord when? Oh, yeah, I still have to work on one of those. Still have to come up with certain rules for the Discord. Well, I mean, I think those will just be like regular rules. But, I don't know. I'll have to sort of see how it goes. But if I ever do Discord, I don't think I would be in the Discord. That might sound weird, but because I would be here live streaming, right? So if I'm live streaming, Discord is a place where people can be stupid within reason. Talk about whatever they want. I don't know. I still haven't thought if that even makes any sense, to be honest. If I'm going to bother doing that or not. I know a lot of streamers, you know, have a Discord, but it's like I said before, and I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I also don't want to be like everybody else. Oh, I got to get a Discord because everybody else has a Discord. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that just because other people are. I would do it if I legitimately found value in it. Why am I having a hard time? I am a tank. They're not that high of a level. I think it's the poison that's fucking me up. Holy cow, hour and 40 minutes I've been streaming. Wow, this thing just doesn't go down easy. Now, if I make my own server, I'm going to be pretty strict with it. I want to come up with the name and all that. I just don't know if I'm going to bother. To be perfectly honest with how small my live streams are, it's probably not really worth it. I have ideas in my head of what I want to do with one, but I think it would make more sense if I had way more viewers. So what I was thinking, and again, I don't know if this makes any sense because I don't want to copy and paste what other people do. So because Discord you can live chat, have the microphone and all that, I was thinking maybe someday, maybe have it so that if I had a lot of viewers in the stream, anybody can come in the chat, anyone can chat. In the chat, in the YouTube chat? Yeah. Yeah, or something. And maybe have it so that the Discord maybe is members or only certain people can, I don't know. To have it separated so it's easier for the main people, if that makes any sense, to be able to chat without the interruption of having, if there were to be a lot of people cluttering up the chat on YouTube. I don't know. It's to kind of spread out the chattiness, if that makes any sense. I was maybe thinking of having that. Rather than having all the new people come to Discord and trying to get them to go somewhere else, just come right into the YouTube. All the new people can chat, maybe the member, instead of doing like a members only thing. I don't know, I'd have to think about it as time goes on. I just know that at this point, sub 2 digits in a live stream, yeah. Probably not much of a point in having a Discord.
I serve the Queen.
I would argue. Mace. Interesting dagger. I kind of like that staff.
On to the next task.
So as you can see, I've been playing hard since I leveled up. 12 minutes and I'm 3.5 bars almost into my last level. Now it wants me to fly to Ardenweald. I'm going to do that and this... There we go. Now I'm going to end the stream. Sell your damn kidneys. Don't give the chance to someone who kicks you in the blink of an eye. With a rule set the size of my game library. Say what now? Oh, you're saying don't have too many rules? Well, no, just the common sense stuff, but unfortunately a lot of people don't have common sense. If that's what you were talking about.
Dreamweaver calls for aid.
Hey, Anthony. Yeah, I will after. Yeah, I think what it is I would be enforcing obvious rules. No slurs of any kind. I don't care what your intent is or the context behind what you're saying. There's 187,000 words in the English dictionary. If you can't stay away from, the select small handful of words that shouldn't be used, then you probably shouldn't be in the Discord or anywhere else, to be honest. So yeah, it would be reinforcing that. It would be the obvious stuff, which is kind of sad that you even have to mention it, but you kind of do. But people are still going to end up doing it anyway, so as it happens, I'll just have to deal with those people individually. Plus, if I'm having a hard time regulating YouTube chat, who's to say I can also regulate Discord? But then Discord, I don't have to worry about people swearing as much, because you can't get banned on Discord for using the F word, and that's not going to affect my YouTube channel, because it's not, linked, right? So, I don't know. Like I said, I'll see. No, not slang, slur. Like saying, bro, man, your stream is so gay. That kind of stuff. Or using the N-word. All those types of slurs and stuff. That has to be obvious. I mean, it doesn't offend me, personally. I don't care what people call me. All that matters is what I think of myself, not somebody else. But that shit would be not allowed. Unless people want to make their own Discord. Well, it's okay to be rude. Like I've said to people, you look like you survived an abortion. You see what I'm saying? It almost sounds confusing, but it's like, in the channel, we just don't use language that targets people. Really. It's really simple. But I mean, the rules would be listed at the top. It's like when you join people's Twitch streams. There's always a list. Don't be an asshole. It's obvious, right? Don't talk politics. Don't talk religion. That kind of stuff. And, yeah. And then people that do, there's no, second chances. It's just you're gone. That's how a lot of people do it. But again, I don't want to try to follow too much what everybody else is doing, just because that's what everyone's doing. But it's still nice to kind of get an idea as to how people deal with that stuff. What's the general consensus on how you address that sort of stuff? But yeah. Alright, I'm going to go for now because it's been almost 2 hours. My ass cheeks feel like they're going to fall off my ass. Yeah. Probably grab a snack. And yeah. Yeah, like I said, don't worry about, me being all, hardcore or something like that. I'm not going to be worse than your parents. Remember, society, the rules of YouTube, I want to abide by. You know what I mean? I'm actually making gravy every month on YouTube. No one is worth me losing my ability to make money on YouTube because they want to use a couple of words that they think I should just let slide. Right? But it's not just about the money. It's also because there's certain things I just don't like either. But like I said, for the most part, this has been pretty good. I've been doing this for, like I said, close to half a year. I started around the beginning of summer. And it was only really in the beginning things got really nasty for a while. Entertaining, to say the least, but nasty. I banned all those people. Some people made multiple accounts, like Josh. We'll never forget him. He will forever be remembered as the biggest troll I've ever met in my entire life. I was so terrible, ugly, and annoying and boring that he made 37 different YouTube accounts to follow me. And then near the end, he started praising me and defending me from other trolls that were coming in. And then he vanished, and then I can't say that I've ever missed him. So it was pretty interesting a few times. Then on Twitch is where I got threatened to be killed quite a few times. YouTube, not so much. Twitch was really weird. Yeah. But you see how we're still talking about him? That's why trolls do what they do. Because they know someday they will echo in people's memory forever. Because here we are still talking about him months later. Because that's what they want. They want that attention. Negative or positive, it's still attention. That's what they crave. That's what they desire. Right? But yeah, overall, like I said, it's been pretty decent. People are fairly decent. A couple people come in, they say something a little stupid. But I mean, overall, that's such a small percentage of the overall base. But yeah. Josh could be Cody for all we know. No, I'm just saying. Josh was a special person that would constantly come in and just try to troll. And it never worked. So he eventually gave in, became a nice guy, and then he disappeared. All your friends at school are trolls? Well, there's different kinds of trolling, though, too. I troll people, but not hatefully. It's more of being like a prankster, so I guess there is a difference. But that can be seen as a form of trolling. Yeah, the guy with 0 subscribers was trying to give me streaming pointers. Because, you know, he was successful. Hey, Optic. Yeah. Alright, I gotta go. It's been 2 hours. I'm in pain. I'm starting to get a headache. I might be back in a few hours. Or maybe closer to 8. It really depends. I'm really gonna, like right now, I just want to get up, stretch my legs, get some fresh air. Go for a walk before it gets dark and the boogeyman comes out. Have a snack, something to eat, come back. We can already see that. I'm 17% into my very last level. I am level 59. 60 is the level cap. I want to be level 60 tonight. So, I don't know if I'm going to stream, only because, no offense, I really want to focus and not get too distracted and have to pause too often to talk to people, no offense. I really just want to get the shit done and hit that level 60. I absolutely despise leveling. Oh, you didn't miss much, don't worry. Just more of the same old shit, just me rambling on for a couple hours. Twilight Zone thing, mugging up on. Yeah. Okay, I'll either be back in a couple of hours, if not closer to the 8:30-ish Eastern time, just to kind of give you a ballpark idea of what could be going on. And at that point, it's going to depend on where I get from now till then. If I'm level 60, I still might play WoW, but I might kind of like fly around. I might try to do a battleground, see if I get honor towards the new gear. Like I might, because that's where the game starts, right? So probably do some World of Warcraft again tonight. There's a chance I might do some Call of Duty. I hesitate with it because I'm not good at the game, and it is harder to interact with people. Because it's like constant, like go, go, go. So it's not a very streamer-friendly game, I find. If you're looking to interact with people constantly, it's very difficult, that game. And there's a slight chance I might even revisit, like, Assassin's Creed. There's still some Order of the Ancient members that I need to hunt down to get Thor's hammer. So there's a chance I could do that, just to kind of give you a bit of a heads up as to what I may end up doing. Last game, sorry. I could end up playing Destiny 2. I finished the campaign today, so that could be a game that I end up playing tonight as well, some Destiny 2. So WoW, Call of Duty, Destiny 2, and Assassin's Creed. Those are sort of the few games that I'm looking to potentially delve into tonight, to give you an idea. But yeah, take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. It's always nice to... to talk, and there's actually someone in the stream. It's always a bonus. Talking to yourself, carrying on a one-way conversation for 2 hours. It's not always easy. Yeah, goalie hockey fights can be funny. Hey, Noel, thanks for stopping by, but I gotta go, unfortunately. It's been 2 hours, and it's supper time for me. Half today's play seems to be powerless. Alright. I shall see. Maybe some of you